Hey guys, Airsoft Al here. So, I know this is a little bit weird. Well, I don't really do these much often. Mostly because, hey, I got a lot of stuff that came in, and a lot of stuff that actually is kind of interesting. One of those, of course, being a new pair of safety glasses. Well, I say safety glasses because I want to get that out of the way before I get to the main event. These, of course, were actually suggested to me by an actual firearms instructor and a guy who actually goes to a lot of Milsim West games. That being, of course, being the Mechanics. These are the Mechanics Wear Vision Type X safety glasses, and according to this, it's advanced anti-fog, impact resistant, scratch resistant, UV protection. So basically, these things are what I need, and while they are not the tinted version, they are ones that, again, I'm actually kind of interested to test out today, especially the fact that I'm going to be going out today in the hot, humid, South West Tennessee, on the border of Alabama and Mississippi, heat to clear out some woods. So, yeah. Wearing these is definitely going to be a good test before I take them out to the field and actually test them, so that's going to be fun to do. Either way, though, now onto the main event. The thing you probably see on the thumbnail auto-generated, and that would be, of course, the new guns that came in. And the fact of, I had a trade. One of those, of course, being an electric HKP-30 that sadly is just kaput and is now scrapped for parts. So yeah, no HKP-30 review, sadly. Boo-hoo. Moving on though to what actually you're here for, and that is, of course, the gun that I have always wanted in my collection since Battlefield 2's European expansion. Yes, I'm that old, and yes, I do still own Battlefield 2 on disc. As well, I believe I still have it somewhere. It's somewhere around here. Oh yeah, there it is. The 1942 Game of the Year Edition Anthology. This was peak gaming for me growing up. Kind of fun to know that 1942 is actually free now, and you can get all the expansions and stuff for free, as well as just mod the absolute hell out of it, along with Battlefield 2 and all of its expansions. God, I'm old. Aside from my own mortality aside, the gun that I am absolutely happy to finally have in my collection is, of course, French. A French Bullpup. One that is famous because of Metal Gear Solid. And recently thanks to Zach Hazard of Mike Burnfire. And, of course, because of Ian McCullum from Forgotten Weapons, that Francophile. I'm procrastinating. I know I'm procrastinating. So, yeah. Here it is. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, it is, of course, the Famas. The F1, according to this, it's definitely interesting, because it's one that, according to the guy, came from Amazon, although when I went looking at Amazon, apparently this is also the same Cybergun model that is from Evike, so it's kind of interesting to know that this is just... Ah, yes, it's so fun. Sadly, the bolt does not move, but that's just... that is so satisfying. I put that there because the rail I don't like. I might take the rail... I'm probably going to take the rail off, honestly, because... I'll be honest, I don't like the rail on there, unless, of course, I'm putting a grenade launcher on there, and even then, that's... because it's got the grenade rings on here for grenades, for nading people, and I absolutely do love them. I'm probably going to have to learn the sights themselves, the ambidextrous grenade sights and how they're supposed to work, but again, it's legitimately actually kind of cool how this is all just... I legit love it. I love the Famas. I've always loved the Famas. I might get a Springer Famas because I did have a Springer Famas originally and might actually just, have it because, I want to build up a collection of Famasas. But aside from that, I'm going to be... The plans for this is basically just get a rail mount for this so I can put optics and, of course, a run cam on there. Remove the rail because, honestly, I've got the bipods here. Why would I need a rail here? Which, double the bipods, I guess. But yeah, so, aside from that, the only other thing I'm probably going to be doing a lot of is just getting extra magazines, because I might try and get more mid caps, but the sad thing is the only thing on Amazon are just the high caps. So I might be of course, trying to get as many as possible, even though they are fucking overpriced on fucking Amazon. They may actually be the actual price, but even then, that shipping and handling, Jesus Christ. The only other thing I might do is try and actually find the other pistol grip for this thing, because you can swap out the pistol grip. I don't know how to feel about this grip, but it's really whatever. And I just, oh my god, that actually is so... God, I just love the Famas. Anyway, moving on. So the other gun in the collection, of course, is now, well, another Bullpup. I know, Bullpup Central. I've actually got the FN2000, the Tactical Tuna. I've got this now, and another Bullpup from, of course, another game that I actually do have the PC for. I actually do have the box for. Yeah, I actually do have the box for it. And I know a lot of people see this and they're thinking Call of Duty or the later Battlefields, even though I don't think they had this in the other Battlefields. But for me, I will always equate it to Fear. And yes, I do mean this Fear. Yeah. Can you tell I'm a little older? I'm from... It's like, tell me you're old by not telling me you're old by now. Even though I'm almost fucking 30, although I'm going to be 30 next year. Jesus Christ, my mortality's kicking back in. The gun in question is, of course, the Tavor, the TAR-21. That, legit, I love, just because it's one of those guns that fascinates the hell out of me. I've always loved Israeli firearms. And while, yes, you will bring up the Deagle is technically not as originally Israeli. It's actually from Montana, Ohio. Basically, one of the Americas, more or less, designed by an American, went over to Israel, and the Israelis were like, "Oh, we like this," and decided, hey, you know what? Why don't we just, fucking do that? Again, I absolutely love this, and it's just, I love it because it's got this really interesting feature of, it's got a bolt. It actually has a functioning just that, and when you do that, it actually detensions the spring. And for a gun with this price tag, I'm pleasantly fucking surprised with it. And it is ambidextrous, thankfully, because you can switch everything over from your left or right side, although I'm a righty, mostly. So yeah, that's definitely going to happen. And that needs to be tightened down slightly. I just realized this bolt was loose. It needs to be tightened down. Not with that one. That one's too small. Is there a bigger one I got over here? No, there's not. Son of a whore. Son of a Protestant whore. So, yeah, that's definitely something. Gotta tighten that down because that's a little loose. And we don't need a loose brass deflector, because a loose brass deflector is not exactly a good one. But again, I'm actually, again, very surprised by it. I absolutely love it. It's one of those things of, this has been on my bucket list for a long time because of Fear. Fear had a TAR-21. It was either Fear 1 or Fear 2 that had a TAR-21. No, not Fear 2, it was the DLC for Fear. But no, seriously though, I absolutely love the TAR. And yes, you can blame Future Weapons for that, because that show actually introduced me to Tavor, as well as the Chris Vector and many, many, many other great guns. But no, seriously though, it is... Oh man, it is one of those fun guns of... I just absolutely love it. I might have to work on a little bit, kind of figure out the issues, probably because this thing does have some issues. Got a little loose screws here and there from just it being used a lot. But yeah, the cool thing is it does have the gas regulator, which that's cool. They didn't have to put the gas regulator there, but they did anyway. Although I might be wrong, that might not be the gas regulator, I don't know. But I have to look into the history of the Tavor, because again, there's a lot of interesting aspects, especially with all this right here. I've always found the Tavor fascinating. Like, really, really fascinating in his design choices. Oh, God. It's gonna be a long time. It's gonna be a while before I review this. Believe me, it is. And finally, sad news. The service rifle is out of commission. The parts kit is now been put back into storage, simply because I tried putting it on the M16 behind me, the M16 from ENC. This particular M16, which now has, of course, longer wires on the buttstock, thanks to the wires finally coming in for that, it just would not fit. The handguard was shorter than this. The buttstock did not want to fit on this. There are a lot of parts on this that just were not compatible with it, which the parts were SEMA, so SEMA parts are not exactly compatible with ENC. But I can assure you that in the future I do plan to get another SEMA M16, and that the parts will go on there, and of course the service rifle will be reborn. But until further notice, whenever you see me out there with the NCR kit, you'll see me with this M16. Although it does make sense lore-wise, because, again, for those of you who weren't paying attention, my character actually is at a pre-war military facility, so it makes sense for him to actually get an M16. That in Fallout 2 and Tactics, it might have been just Tactics, but they did have an M16A2, which, I'd have to look at the weapon list of Fallout to see which is lore accurate and what I could actually get away with in terms of weapon lore accuracy, and what can be found at a pre-war facility. But I'm probably just going to be sticking to ARs mostly. So yeah, this M16, you're going to be seeing a lot of in the future. Yes. But that's not what I'm here to talk about. You're wondering, what about the gearbox? What about the body? What about anything of the M16 survived and is now being used elsewhere? Well, that's the good news. The gearbox, and of course a lot of the components, have been moved over to another body, and of course now is an SPR, a special purpose rifle. One that I decided to just be like, screw it, I've mellowed out over the years about Picatinny and all that other stuff, so might as well have a little bit of fun with it and just do something ridiculous. And ridiculous I did. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you my SPR, which is a Novrich SS4 with a JG gearbox, a Lancer Tactical buttstock, a Lancer Tactical barrel, handguard, just all sorts of mishmash of stuff, and it's just one of those things of, I am very happy I built this because it is ridiculous and I absolutely frickin' love it. It's just fun, because again, it's one of those things of, I like messing with stuff. Bipod won't be on there, although I just threw it on there for the giggles, the giggle factor. But again, it's one of those things of, this is going to be basically my take on a special purpose rifle. It's not going to be meant for like long range engagement, like sniping or anything like that. No, this is just meant for basic combat, and I have this optic on here because I don't got an ACOG yet. I am looking at an ACOG, but I haven't got it yet. So yeah, this is just here until I get an ACOG. Which, again, this is just one of those fun things of, this is just going to be a fun rifle. And that, this sling here is not really, well, it's sling, it's just, yeah, again, this is just one of those things for the giggle factor, and it's definitely giggling for me, because it's funny. Oh, that bunny was right. The bunny from Cat Shit 1 was right. Having all that tactical stuff on the end of your rifle just makes it really heavy. So I might definitely be taking the bipod off there, because, Lord, it is making it a little, like a little front heavy, I'm not gonna lie, so, yeah. Remember, kids, ounces equal pounds, pounds equal pain. Anyway, moving on from that. Aside from that, ladies and gentlemen, that's about it in terms of the Armory update. There's a lot of stuff I want to talk about in the future, but again, this is mostly the Armory. And, of course, 2 more guns to the review docket, which I'll be doing 1 review a month. However, if you consider donating to either the PayPal or the Cash App down below to help increase that, then that'd be great. Or if you buy, of course, our 2 referral links down below, one of the 2, one being, of course, a tracer link, well, not just a tracer unit link, but T238 that does not just tracers, but also high-performance motors, and, of course, high-performance trigger units, then, you know, there's that, too. Use our coupon code AirsoftOwl when you're at checkout. And, of course, finally, from our friends over in Italy, yes, the Italians, we have, of course, Braytac with their new V2 9mm blank impact grenade. This is just coming into America now. There's not a lot of any or all information on this. I will be doing a video talking about how to build one of these things, how to put it together, things like that. And, yeah. Hopefully you'll be around to enjoy that, because, again, these are actually pretty intuitive once you understand exactly what the hell you're supposed to do. But, V2. Very nice, very lovely. But, till then, ladies and gentlemen, I've been AirsoftOwl. This has been a small Armory update. And, yeah, I shall see all you lovely, lovely people in the next video. Till next time. Later.